Hello everyone, Zak-Z-Ninja here, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make the most of the new time trial system. There is a new time trial system, if you guys didn't notice. With all the new updates and stuff, some people may have not realised that there's this new, well, much desired rival system here. See, you can choose between any class you want now. Like before, you'd just be stuck with a Ford GT40 around this track and that was it. Like, you couldn't do anything else or use any other car. You'd have to use this specifically tuned car that you couldn't mess with around here. But now you can do any class. Like, if you want to create the best D class car or the best S1 class or S2 class car for this track, then you can. Like, this would be quite a high speed one, so like speed builds would be quite good here, but you could also look for all-roundy tracks that would benefit everything if you make a good car for it. X-Class cars can't be used, but I mean, that's not too bad. You can't use it online anyway, so it's not much point in trying to get the best one of those. You can also access rivals like from any track through the rivals section here. Like here it says race discipline rivals. Just click this and click road racing, or well, you can do whatever you want really, but I like doing road racing. Anyway, all the tracks are here. The one I was on is here. It's like you can just select this and then choose classes from here. But my favourite track is on the island, Fortune Island. So I'm just going to pop over there and swap to my best car, and I'll be back. My favourite car is this 240. I use this because it's more of a speed car than a handling car, but I quite enjoy that. It's also better for time trials using more of a speed car because you can afford to make mistakes because you can just reset the lap. Anyway, you're wondering, well, this is obviously four-wheel drive because of that mad launch. Well, yes, because I mean, it just makes it faster. There's no way I can beat the time with rear-wheel drive. So, yeah, well, if you don't like it, just don't all-wheel drive swap your car, but I recommend it for time trials like this. No, what you want to do is just go against yourself, like I'm going against myself here. I could have gone against other people, like you saw before, when I pressed Y and started selecting everyone else. But going against yourself is pretty good, because one, you can learn from your mistakes. I made an awful mistake there. I shouldn't have restarted that, because that was my first time going against my record in a while, so I should have done the entire lap for a proper warm-up. But going against yourself is pretty good, because you can see what you're doing wrong and how you can improve your corners and stuff. Like there, I didn't take the corner as well as I did previously, so I could improve on that. For your first time doing time trials though, it's probably better to go against other people to see their lines and what the best racing line is. But also, if you crash right at the start, just don't bother doing the rest of the race, because it's just a bit of a waste of time. Because at the very start, if you mess up, and then you do end up getting a good lap time, you've ruined it, because then you just, you've messed up at the start. You're going slower than you could have been. So here I'm a bit of a better start. I'm not going to straight away be my fastest, I'm just warming up. It's good to just keep doing the track until you get everything right, really. Also, I'm using manual with clutch, as you can see. Manual with clutch is a lot faster, because your shifting can be quicker than automatic or normal manual. But if you really don't like it, just use automatic, because you'll be more consistent, and you can work on other things rather than shifting. But if you've already almost perfected it, like you've got a really perfect like automatic lap, then you might want to switch to manual with clutch and see if you can improve. There I just spun out, I was going to hit the wall. I should have waited to practice all of the lap really, but I was being a bit impatient. So yeah, the assists like automatic and traction control and that stuff, if you're not an amazing driver, you might want that stuff to help you first and then start taking it off to make you faster. That's what I recommend. But also, if you can hear the noisy V8 in this car, the stock engine can't get that high, so I have to engine swap it. A lot of the time you will have to engine swap your cars to get to the class you want. Like this car sits quite comfortably in this class with the V8 and all-wheel drive swap, and I tried to cut the corner there and smashed into the wall. You can kind of cut that corner on this track, but you have to be very careful you don't spin out and hit the wall because there's snow. Also, snowy tracks like this are quite good for practicing your driving, because it sort of exaggerates your handling. Like if you've got a not very good handling car, you're going to see it slide a lot. Like this slides quite a bit, but it's very good on the straights, so it kind of makes up for that. Also, in weather like this, you can, like here I've just demonstrated that you have to be careful with your throttle, which can help you practice throttle control, because I put way too much on there out of the corner, and because the road was icy I just spun out. And in the summer it'll just make you faster rather than not spinning out in the winter. So it can help snow driving with your I've lost words, with your grip practice, like throttle control and all that stuff. Anyway, here's a lap that was quite close to finishing, beating myself. Like, here, see this corner, I cut that perfectly. Well, not cut it, but, I didn't follow the racing line. I recommend putting the racing line on, but sometimes it's not always the quickest route. It's just, the braking line is pretty good for working on your braking with these laps. You can have the full racing line on if you want, but it's not really necessary. But it can help. Also, if you notice, I've got the Forza wing on. The Forza wing it gives a lot of downforce for not much PI, so it's very good. So this car wouldn't really be able to compete very well without it. I don't have the front splitter on it, but it just uses too much PI. I don't think it's really needed in S1, unless you're using one of those really old cars with that has the other version. But because I hadn't practiced to the end of the lap, I messed up on the last corner, which ended up costing me. So you do need to practice the entire lap before trying to get your fastest lap, otherwise at the end you just won't know what to do. Anyway, so I tried again. Yeah, get this first corner pretty perfectly. Correct braking on the second one. Because I've got a lot of practicing with this first part of the track, because I keep resetting it before the finish, so I've got more practice in here than the end. but I kind of messed up on that second corner and my ghost overtook me there. So that's something I could work on. But here I think I caught him back up by using that other line on that bend over there. And this hairpin again. I go into gear 1, but I'm not sure what it will put you in automatic. That's also a good thing to note. What gear the automatic puts you in if you're struggling with shifting. Like when you're braking, look at what gear it puts you in before you start coming out of the corner, and you might want to match that with manual, but other times it's better to do differently. Depends how fast you come out, really. Here I've overtook my other self. I was using manual with clutch on that ghost as well, but you can really see what different gears make a difference. And here I've realised my mistake before, took it a bit wider, broke a bit more, and made a better lap time. It's a pretty good lap, this. I mean, I think I'm in top 60, 70. For this, like, I'll just look in Island Rivals. You can see yourself, just like before, just press Y on your controller or whatever it says on your keyboard, it should say. Then press X to toggle where you are. See, I'm here, 64th place out of 3,000 players. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the other cars. Well, a lot of Bugattis, Bone Shakers. They seem to be pretty good cars on this track. Also, if you want to not perfect a car but just completely just get the fastest lap time possible, look at the popular cars for the track if you really want the best possible lap time. And then maybe get a tune off the community tuning page, whatever it's called, for this track if you want, but if not, you don't need to get someone else's tune. You just change the gears to make it so your car's top speed is the top speed of the track. That'll make you use all your gears properly and not like, you've got sixth gear going to like 230 and it's just completely unnecessary. Like for this track, the top speed is like 180. Right now I'm just looking for over 240s, seeing if there's any. Not having any luck. A lot of Ferraris, Lambos, Audis, a few GTRs. Look at the time, it's 154. Like, there's a lot of stuff packed into these 1 second, really. Yeah, so literally every second counts. Can put you a couple of 100 places up. So, one thing to note is, if you're not very confident, just use the assists. Like, I know a lot of people here are using like manual with clutch with like no assists. I use ABS because it just helps with braking, but you can put traction control and all the other stuff on if you want to start off with. And here I found my friend. This is actually someone in my clan using 240. I guess it's not a very popular car, but I managed to get top 60 with it, so you can do anything when you practice. Anyway, that'll be the end for this video. I might do a tuning guide for this, because I haven't really explained much about that, but this is mainly about how to improve lap times without tuning your car Tuning does affect it a lot, but maybe that's for another video. Okay, this is Zak-Z-Ninja signing off. Bye.